from The Ohio State University, Big Ten Player of the Year, two-time Big Ten champion, a Rose Bowl champion, courtesy of Old Spice, and a man who's made my last 2 Novembers absolutely miserable. He's Dwayne Haskins. How are you, Dwayne?
Good. How are you?
I just figured talk about the elephant in the room right off the bat between the two of us.
Good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
No, it's okay. I mean, I assume that's one of the pinnacles of your playing career is how you performed, how you came into game in the Big House, and then finished off Michigan, and then finished off your Ohio State career. Would you agree with that?
Ohio State quarterback their legacy is based off how many times they beat that team up north. So I'm undefeated. So it's a good feeling.
So what happened that week where everything began to obviously click for you a few weeks before, but the entire team playing at that level we had not seen all year long, which is why a lot of people thought Michigan might have a chance to win in the horseshoe this past year, Dwayne?
No, we're not going to lose at home. And the biggest thing I preached all week in practice is that we needed each other in order to win this game, and that's every week. And we prepare very handily, very hard for that game, and there's a lot goes into it, and we have a lot of pride about beating that team on the north. And the biggest thing I could do for myself was just prepare myself in the film room, prepare myself mentally and physically for this game to go against, at the time, number 1 defense in the country. And they brought a lot of different exotic blitz packages and a lot of different fronts and looks that I need to be able to be prepared for. And I did a great job preparing for that. And that's the reason why we score a lot of points.
What did Urban Meyer and the rest of the staff school you on that you caught fire on this past year that you're going to take into the National Football League, Dwayne?
I would say Coach Day did a great job teaching me how to prepare as a pro, and that I would use that going into my NFL career as far as getting ready for each game, how I study film, how I broke down opponents, how I did my scouting, and as far as who did what well, where I can attack a defense, and what I needed to watch on film. And I felt like they did a great job preparing me for that. And that would definitely do me great in the NFL for sure.
Okay, and you realize that the team up north has a name, right? You realize that the school has an actual name.
I don't say that M-word, even though I don't go to Ohio State anymore.
M-word? What if you wind up with the Lions, Dwayne? What happens then?
Yeah, I'll be in Detroit. I'll never say that M-word,
though. Okay, because, it's got a name. It's got an M, and there's an N at the end, and there's an Ishiga in between. I mean, you just won't say it? Really?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Rich. It doesn't matter what you tell me or how you word it. I'm not saying that.
Okay, all right. Dwayne Haskins here on the Rich Eisen Show. Where do you think you go? Obviously, nobody knows. You definitely don't know, but your heart of hearts tells you what going into Thursday night in Nashville?
Biggest thing that I don't know where I'm going to go, but I know one thing. The team that's going to pick me is going to get an animal, and I'm just excited to be able to be a part of an NFL franchise and have my dreams come true. And whether that's with whatever team picks me, whether that's New York or the Broncos or the Raiders or D.C. or whatever team picks me, at this point in this process, I'm ready to be a part of a team and I get to work. So I'm ready.
When you mean animal, what do you mean by that, Dwayne Haskins? What do you mean?
There's a chip on my shoulder that I've had for a long time, and it's a bigger chip on my shoulder now, more so than ever. But the biggest thing that I can say to you, Rich, is that I just want to get to work, and I want to be able to be a part of a team, and use all that motivation that I have towards being the best quarterback in the NFL, and do that well, and be able to motivate my guys and win football games. And that's how I play the sport.
What's the chip from? Where'd the chip come from? That's on your shoulder.
It just comes from, not always being the guy that, got all the respect, and the guy that, I feel I work really hard and dedicate myself to this game and how I prepare for it. And, the biggest thing I can do is just keep getting ready, keep progressing, and keep working hard, and everything else will take care of itself.
What's the strangest question you were asked at the Combine, Dwayne?
The strangest question that I was asked at the Combine, I think it was a psychological question, something about a tree and a fish and a hook, and I forgot what the other part of the question was.
So, okay, what? Walk me through that again. What?
It was something about if you had a hook and there was a tree and something with a fish. I don't know what the question was. I can't even answer the question. I was like, can I answer something else?
So, that's
I
how.
had no idea how to
That's
answer
you
that
passed. It's what you do. I mean, you had 50 touchdowns. It's what you should say. I'm passing like I did in the end zone 50 times. Right?
No, definitely. That's what I should have said for sure.
I mean, look. If you had only come to me, beforehand, I would have helped you, Dwayne.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
No,
Yeah,
I'm serious. I would have helped you.
How would you answer that question?
How would I answer that question? What the hell is your problem? I threw 50 touchdown passes. How does this help you? Help me help you. How's that?
Yeah. If I would have said that would have been something very interesting to see what the response was.
I bet.
Yeah.
So, who was your quarterback growing up? Who did you emulate, Dwayne Haskins?
Growing up, man, it was so many guys. I couldn't just put one guy. Of course, I was a big fan of Warren Moon, and my dad had me watching Roger Staubach and Troy Aikman tapes, and you'd probably say, Dwayne, you weren't even born yet, but I was watching them. And of course, McNabb was somebody big that I enjoyed growing up, and of course the Mannings and Breeze and Rogers and guys like that. So the biggest thing that I did was just study the game, and there was nobody that I was like, I want to be like this quarterback, because there were so many great ones, and I just wanted to be like them. So I studied a lot of film growing up.
I don't know if you're aware or if you're tuning a lot of the stuff out of what people are saying, but Trent Dilfer said he looked at your film, Dwayne Haskins, and said that you're Tom Brady-ish, that you have some Tom Brady in you. Did you hear that?
Yeah, my dad told me about that, and that's pretty cool to hear that from Trent. He's known me for a while, and I went to the 11 in high school, and that's somebody I grew up rooting for. Going into this season, I watched Tom versus Time, and I studied how he prepared, how he worked on his body, how he ate, how he slept, and what he did to get ready for games. And I use that as motivation to be able to get ready for this season. And to be considered Tom Brady-ish is pretty cool to me.
Yeah, you know where he went to school, Dwayne, right?
I did, but I'm not saying that word, bro.
No matter how I try.
No matter how you word it or how you try to get me to say it, it's not coming out.
Well, I just find it interesting that you take as a compliment, a high compliment, and you used as help for you. You turned to the Michigan man. You looked to the Michigan man. I just find that interesting.
That Wolverine guy. He's a pretty good quarterback.
Just turn the W upside down, Dwayne. It's the M. That's all I'm saying. It's so close.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So what are you doing for Old Spice, the all-new Fresher Collection, Dwayne? What do you got for me?
So this Fresher Collection, you can get it at Walmart, and it has real benefits and real ingredients, like moisturize with shea butter and relax lavender body wash. And, Old Spice is giving guys more to love, and because men have skin, too, and I'm very big on hygiene, and to be able to have the greatest smell in the NFL is a pretty cool thing to be a part of.
Okay. Men have skin, too, right?
Yeah.
See? I'm helping you out. I'm reading off their tagline. So where are you going to be? You're not going to be in Nashville, Dwayne. Where are you going to be Thursday night?
I'm here in Nashville right now, but I will be in D.C. For the draft, and I'll be home with my family. And I'm spending time with them going into this process, and looking forward to Thursday night.
Now, look, it's a last one for you. It's a simple question. And I know I would answer the same way. But why your family? Why are you doing away from Nashville, not being on the stage with everybody for the draft?
Because I'm not a me guy, and for me, the biggest thing for me was to be able to be with my family, someone that has been there with me for the whole process, and to be able to spend time with my mentors and my friends that I grew up with, and of course to be able to share that moment with them is something that I will put more pride in, and be able to reminisce more with that than to be able to go to the draft and hear my name called. Because regardless, I will hear my name called, so it'll be great to be home with them and spend time with them, and I'm looking forward to that phone call.
And then if you get the phone call and the team says you got to sit behind somebody for a year, are you cool with that? You fine with that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much of a choice, but but the biggest thing I can do is just control what I can control, and that's me being the best quarterback that I can be every day in and day out. So, of course, I would love to play early, and that'll be something that I'll be working to be ready for. But if a guy there is in front of me, I'm going to do the best I can to learn from that guy and do the best I can to be ready for my opportunity.
Well, you certainly know about being ready for opportunities, Dwayne. I'll be honest with you. When you came trotting on the field for JT Barrett a couple of years ago, I thought this is a good sign for my team, for that team called Michigan. And then
not wrong for sure.
Well, that's not how it played out. Let's put it that way for sure. And then what you did this past year puts you right at the top of the board, if not the very top of the quarterback board. So good luck to you, Dwayne Haskins, and hope this is the first of many times we get to chat here on this show.
Thanks, Rich. Thanks for having me.
You bet. That's Dwayne Haskins at DH_Simba7. Is that Simba? Is that the Lion King? Is that what you're talking about right there?
Oh yes, sir. You know it.
Okay. So is that your favorite Disney movie? Is that what you mean?
Oh, by far.
The Lion King. So what if they draft you? I mean, you're locked in. I mean, that would just be the greatest thing, right?
Yeah, that'll be pretty cool for sure.
Okay, good. Dwayne, you take care of yourself. That's Dwayne Haskins here on The Rich Eisen Show.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download The Rich Eisen Show app.